Good morning, Izzy from Zetster's Lab. Well, I cannot wait to share my new project with you. One thing about me, if you do not know me, I always have plans. I always have ideas. And the sky is the limit with ideas. I mean, there is no limit. I can do whatever I want creatively. There's no right and no wrong. I am me and I can do whatever I want. Well, this is what I have been learning the last couple of weeks, I think. I mean, I did do my sewing and I crochet and I paint. You can see, okay, not on there. And but all of a sudden I've got this urge to combine all my loves. Isn't this exciting? So I remember years ago, I created a massive painting on a huge vintage, over 100-year-old sheet. But it was massive, so I did a couple of them for a shop. Some of them sold and then the shop closed down after years, and one of them returned to me. But this is just an eighth of the size that's left. So I put it in my in a suitcase and forgot all about it because it was too big for my house. There was no place that I could really put it on to a wall or anything. So I forgot about it, and then earlier this week I remember, oh my goodness, I got that thing. And I think, you know what, it is just lying there, gathering moths and dust and rust and, you know, and that is now my dog. Sorry to say, her little bowl is full of food. But look at this. I will try and show you. Sorry, I have not cleaned my kitchen yet because I was too excited to start working. Oh, there she is. And there is a little bowl. And she doesn't want to eat the food with milk in her bowl. I need to throw it out. Now she's gonna eat it. Look there. Now she's very excited. Bella Blobs, you crazy thing. So yes, there she is, very happily eating. Not gonna eat now. My hands are full of milk. Her food in her bowl. I mean, it's crazy. So, back to my painting. So I thought, you know what, it is just there, not being used. Nobody wants to buy it. So I'm going to use it. So I took it out and I tore it into pieces. Nice pieces that I can paint on. I mean, so now I have so many canvases. You know, I also buy these little booklets to paint on, 10 or whatever pieces of paper that's in it, artist paper or canvas pads. Well, that is quite the same, but the effect that you get with this is just crazy. It is just so beautiful. Look at this one. This is also a piece, but just look at the sea. I mean, there you have it. It looks like a sea. And the effect is just glorious. So I was busy painting on it. I did a horse and I kept going and later I thought, no, it's not working. And then I added in a little bird, and when I added some colors in, it just started to come alive. But look at the effect this vintage linen gives things. I mean, it is just glorious. Can you imagine this in a frame? So there I have it. Look there in a frame. It's a little bit too small, but I mean, can you imagine? So I did another one. A man just rowing a boat. Oh, I just see the photos and I just try it. Look at it. I mean, it is just, the effect is just gorgeous. Look at this one. It's called Fly Away With Me. Into the Arms of Love. Look at that beautiful one. But then I decided, I remember my yarn, my mohair yarns my brother gave me, and I decided, you know what, I'm going to combine this idea with my yarns. So what I did, I really just glued some yarn onto a little piece that I just tore off, and I put a man there, and isn't this absolutely gorgeous? So once again, use what you have to create what you love. But the awesome thing is, my life, my creative life, tells me so much about life in general. So this one I call, when you walk on the way appears. You know, we are in our life now, in a specific place, and we have absolutely no idea where we're going. Our country, South Africa, is now been voting, so once again it's a crazy time. We don't know what's going to happen, and the rest of the world is in shambles. So what now? How will I know how to walk on the road, on my road? And the awesome thing is, as soon as you start walking, or the light will appear. Isn't that awesome? That is what it says. As you walk on the path will appear. But how does that happen? And this is my revelation to me. It gives me so much joy and peace, and that's what I want to share. You know, the life is in us, the abundant, everlasting life. Our Father, spiritual Father, our source, our Creator, whatever is in us. His life, its life, the life of the Creator, our Creator, is in us. And it's also the light. It's the way, the truth, and the light. And that light, where's the light? It's not a torchlight that's shining from somewhere outside of us, showing us the way. It's the light inside of us that's shining out of us, showing us the way each one of us needs to go. And isn't that awesome? My light is in me. The life is in me, the life is in you. But my part of the life, I even don't know how to say these things, but my piece of the life in me is shining through me, showing me moment by moment, not a 5-year or 10-year plan I've learned, moment by moment, day by day, my next step. My roadway is unfolding in front of me, around me, wherever, due to the light that is already in me. Isn't it awesome? And the same with you. So why do we fear the future? Because guess what? when we get to that step in our road, it's also only now, this minute, because we only live in this minute. When I get to tomorrow, it's also my now. And in my now, I have the light. And the light is forever and ever. The only thing that put us in darkness is the mind. My mind of running ahead with vain imaginations into the future, telling me, well, what if this happens? What are you going to do if that happens? What is going to happen when this does not happen? And fear enters in, and fear blocks the light that is in me. So my only job is to stop my mind from running ahead and coming back with all these lies about what may or what may not happen. Only 99% of those imaginations, they will never happen. So I am in fear and in darkness because I believe lies. But the awesome thing is, and that is once again what my creativity is showing me, fear not, is it? Fear not, my friend, the life, everlasting, all-consuming, all-powerful life is in us and is shining in us, through us, showing us the way, and is also able and willing to make sure that we move on that way. Gives us the strength, the power, the wisdom, whatever we may need to walk the way that we are meant to walk on. Isn't that the good news? I mean, I sit here beaming, ready to make a video and just share this good news with you, that we don't have to fear because we have the life in us, showing us, leading us, providing for us whatever we may need to walk the path that we came into this realm to walk. Each of us got another job description, but the life in us is able and willing and always shining to show us the way. Isn't it awesome? But now I am off topic. So after I found my new things to paint on, I decided to add my loving acrylic paints. Oops. Just the two big bowls I'm showing you, my black and my white. There's many, many colors there. And then I decided, as I showed you, to add my mohairs. So I am doing all my favorite things and using all my favorite things now to create my art. And then this morning I decided, I knew it was coming. Yesterday I felt it was coming. My next step on this road is coming. Another love of me is my sewing machine. It's sewing. I love to sew. So this morning I am going to incorporate my sewing machine into this. So this is just a little piece that I tore off. And what am I going to do this morning? I am just going to sew a couple of different blocks of my vintage linen. These pieces are also tore off, and I am just gonna sew them randomly onto this little block canvas together with some of these, and then I'm just gonna see what's going to emerge. Is that the word? Comes out of it. Isn't it awesome? I mean, why not? The sky is the limit to your creativity. So that's my life mission with this YouTube channel, is not to get you to do what I do. It's to get you to create what the life in you, the light in you is leading you to do, because creativity brings out the joy and the peace and the power and our wisdom, whatever we may need to continue in this realm. The minute you start to create, your mind becomes still. Remember what I told you, the mind running ahead with all its vain imaginations. Well, when I'm busy, when I'm creating, it's like meditation to me. Be still. Remember, be still, and then you will know all is well. That your life is unfolding perfectly and all is well. So for me, it's creativity. So this part of my life in me, if I can say that, is leading me this way. And I have no idea where this is going to lead. I just am at that place where I'm just following. I am just going with the flow of the life in me. And yesterday, I also took one of these and I just added some of the yarn, glued it on, and then it was a photo I took of the two lovers there at our sitting, fishing at our river, and I just painted that picture on it. Isn't it just gorgeous? But just look closely, look at the effect that the vintage linen creates. It's just gorgeous. I thought it's terrible, it's not nice, it's not gonna work, until I woke up this morning and it dried, and now it looks like this. Absolutely gorgeous. So yes, next step, gonna use this, add some collages onto this, because I cannot do paper because this is just too, I don't want to use paper at this stage. So I'm not gonna think, I'm just gonna sit here, I'm just gonna take some of these like this, and I am just gonna sew perhaps like this, you know, or put them over it, or put them, I don't know. But on my Facebook page, I share all of this in photo, with photos. So Zetster's Lab on Facebook, I also have Zetster's Crazy Colorful Art. So there you can go, and there you will see the photos of how these things develop and grow. Well, is it from Zetster's Lab? Have a fantastic day. Love you lots. And if I can, you can. Your way, your road will just look a little bit different from mine. But we still have the same life, the same light, the same creativity in us. It just manifests differently through us. Isn't that awesome? Well, let me get going, he said from Zetster's Lab.